Hey there YouTube, Wrestling Optimus here, back with another unboxing video. I got a short one today because I'm only going to be unboxing one thing. It's part of the Wrekkin collection, and in this case, it's the Brock Lesnar Forklift. Now, why did I buy this? Because I already have a number of Wrekkin vehicles. The first one I ever got was this car, based on the one that Braun Strowman destroyed. And yes, that means it came with a Braun Strowman. The front hood here collapses in. Obviously, you can see by the crack that the windshield comes apart. A lot of other stuff falls off this thing. I do like how many things fall off of these Wrekkin vehicles. Then I just happened to need a new Drew McIntyre figure, and he came with the Wrekkin motorcycle. I believe there is a black motorcycle that Undertaker comes with, so that's kind of like a chase, although I don't think either one of them is necessarily more rare than the other. In this case, not only do all the parts fall off, but it actually comes with different parts. So here's a different fuel tank with a bunch of scratches and claw marks all over it. After that, I got Big E's Wrekkin ATV. Now it's funny because this actually came out before he started riding it around the Thunderdome on television, so you could tell that they were going to make a toy for it. It launches action figures on the back here. I think, yeah, you press this. The front actually comes off and can be put on the back. The whole engine comes out. It's actually a really cool toy. Check out my unboxing video I think I did with it. And actually, I misspoke. I'm gonna try to pull the camera back as much as possible here, because the first vehicle I got was actually the Wrekkin ambulance. And yeah, it's not really gonna fit in frame here, but that's okay. It's called the Slambulance. The whole front here collapses in. This whole side piece comes apart. If I move it forward, we got ourselves a stretcher inside that actually launches from the inside out the back door. Everything comes off. It's really, really cool, and I've been able to use it in a couple of videos. So go check out the thing where I unbox that, because I think I have a video for that as well. But bringing it back to the subject of today's video, the Wrekkin Forklift. I forget exactly when it happened, but WWE used a forklift at one point, and then Brock brought out that massive so-called tractor at a pay-per-view and lifted up the whole damn ring with it, Roman Reigns included. So yeah, that kind of telegraphed that they were going to make a toy for the forklift. So I jumped online to try and find a forklift, and sure enough, they had this. Turns out, I jumped the gun a little, and it actually hadn't hit store shelves yet. Once it did, the price came down, and I was able to snag it. So, without any further ado, let's let it breathe and then wreck it. Okay, and we are back. I wanted to start off with the Brock Lesnar figure, and just for comparison's sake, here is my current Brock Lesnar figure. As you can see, this is his young version with the head sculpt. It's got some nice detailing, especially on the gloves there, but otherwise it is a basic figure. And here's the new figure. It's pretty identical, to be honest. The only difference, obviously, is this face sculpt. And so if we hold them up next to each other, again, they're pretty identical except for the face sculpt. So since this looks like current Brock with the man bun, I think I'm going to keep him around. But yeah, he also has two logos on his trunks. Otherwise, I don't think he's much different, but the tattoo work is still awesome. Anyway, let's take a look at his forklift. Here it is. We'll start by noting that yes, it does come with a pallet, and it does break in half, so that's pretty cool. But here is the forklift itself. As you saw in the packaging, a figure does fit inside it. It looks like the top comes off here. Yep, there we go. A little bit stiff. But yeah, it turns into 3 different pieces. I don't think that comes off. Now this thing crashes down and apparently can crush people. Like, I think it was the halftime show between Mankind and The Rock. He ended up getting pinned by getting crushed under some forks. But apparently, if you lift this up, I guess they expect you to set a figure here. And then when you press this, they go flying. I don't know about all that. Let's take Brock away here. But does anything else actually come off? I don't think the wheels do. Oh, the sides do. There we go. But that's about it. So it looks like only 5 pieces total actually come off this. I guess on one hand that's a little disappointing, but on the other hand it's a small vehicle. Obviously the car and the ambulance are going to have a ton of pieces because they're so big. I still like the idea of putting the pallet on here, setting somebody down right here, and then crushing them. Otherwise, the figure's decent for a basic. You get the little pallet here. The forklift itself is a pretty decent size, and as you can see, it does what's advertised. It wrecks into a whole bunch of pieces. So with all that said, I'm going to give this an 8.5 out of 10. I would definitely recommend grabbing this, especially if you think WWE is going to be using forklifts at any point in the future. Anyway, that is going to do it for today. Let me know what you think of this forklift down there in the comments. If you liked the video, make sure to do all that normal YouTube stuff. Smash that like button, share with any wrestling or action figure fans you may know, subscribe to the channel, and spread the word. You can also talk to me over on X at Optimus, or see all my best figure photography over on Instagram at WrestlingOptimus. If you haven't seen my latest video, it should be on screen right around here. But until next time, I've been Wrestling Optimus, and I'll catch you later.